bang in the middle of Bengal polls. Explosive Hafta Gate audio tape. Mamata's nephew faces cut money heat.
उस तक कितना पहुंच जाता था? अभिषेक तक
45 लास्ट 2 साल 2.5 साल 35 उनको लग रहा है.
Claims Didi turned blind eye to crime.
ये वो उनको नहीं पता होगा, वो क्यों नहीं कुछ उसको बोलता?
एक चीज बताइए, मैडम था ना धृतराष्ट्र होता है, धृतराष्ट्र इस मैडम धृतराष्ट्र बन गई ना, बच्चा काम नहीं करने देते हो तो.
BJP targets Pishi and Bhaipo.
सब मिला के 900 करोड़ पूरा के पूरा भतीजा कलेक्ट किया.
TMC says tape is doctored. Storm over Bengal Vasooli tape.
And that's our top focus. You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal. Here's the political storm that's currently brewing in Bengal in the middle of the assembly polls. After purported audio tape surfaced accusing Mamata's nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, of running an extortion racket, BJP has now trained all its guns at Didi, accusing her of running a corruption syndicate there. In fact, the TMC has hit back, calling the tape doctored. Let's dive in straight into all the details of these allegations.
वही पोस्टेड है, 3 साल से वही पोस्ट.
पहले विष्णुपुर में था. अच्छा. डायमंड हार्बर में अभिषेक का कंस्टिट्यूएंसी. अभी 2 साल से इधर है, 1.5 साल में 2 साल से इधर.
Stunning Bengal Hafta Gate audio tapes.
ये कितना बड़ा लाइन खींचती है ऊपर जाने.
Mamata's nephew Abhishek Banerjee accused of running extortion racket with direct complicity of Chief Minister Mamata herself. The extortion charges haunting Mamata. Allegations bang in the middle of ongoing Bengal polls.
इसको अच्छा बोल सकते हैं कि भाई ये एक फिक्स इनकम आ रहा है हर महीने.
कितना मोटा मोटी कितना वहां तक पहुंच जाता था? उस तक कितना पहुंच जाता था? अभिषेक तक
45 लास्ट 2 साल 2.5 साल 35 उनको लग रहा है.
Political storm in West Bengal ahead of phase 3 polling on Tuesday. Now BJP has trained its guns on Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee with Nandigram candidate Suvendu Adhikari alleging 900 crore rupees extortion ring run by Mamata's nephew.
सीधा 900 करोड़ पिछले 12-13 साल से शुरू होकर पिछले 2 साल हर महीने ओनली कोल एंड सैंड से 40 करोड़. इसमें तो गाय है, दूसरा है, सब मिला के 900 करोड़ पूरा के पूरा भतीजा कलेक्ट किया.
ना एनडीपीएस केस करवाया है अपोजिशन के.
BJP cited the revelation by main accused Anup Manjhi's key aide Ganesh Bagaria, where he claimed Mamata turned a Dhritarashtra-like blind eye to the racket running under her nose.
Mamata Banerjee cannot evade responsibility for what was happening right under her nose. We would be naive to believe that Abhishek Banerjee was presiding over these syndicates. Mamata Banerjee did not know about it.
ये वो उनको नहीं पता होगा, वो क्यों नहीं कुछ उसको बोलता?
एक चीज बताइए, मैडम था ना धृतराष्ट्र होता है, धृतराष्ट्र इस मैडम धृतराष्ट्र बन गई ना, बच्चा काम नहीं करने देते हो तो ये इसलिए तो सब अच्छे सीनियर छोड़ के गए हमें ड्यू टू अभिषेक. चाहे मुकुल राय बोलिए, सर्वेशची दत्ता बोलिए, सुवन चटर्जी बोलिए, फिर आप ये
अधिकारी
और भी जाने के लिए तैयार है. कोई खुश नहीं है इससे.
Under fire from the accusation, Trinamool has been on the offensive.
Audio tape এটা দেখা গেছে টিভিতে দুটো লোক কথা বলছে এবং পরীক্ষা করে এখনো পর্যন্ত কে বা কারা কোন বিষয়ে কথা বলছে কোনো জায়গাতেই সেটা প্রকাশ্যে আসেনি. কাজী টেপের সম্পর্কে কোনো মানুষেরই কিছু জানা নেই। একটা তৈরি করা গল্পকে বাজারে ছাড়া হয়েছে।
Bengal will go to polls on April 6th for the third phase. But will this audio tape have an impact? Crucial question that will be answered on 2nd of May. With inputs from Suryagni Roy in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, well, all these allegations are flying thick and fast. There are some questions that we ask here which need to be answered. First of all, who has leaked these tapes? Do the tapes here prove really anything conclusively? And why should a coal scam accused aide's words really be taken at face value? Now, in fact, the tapes, are they part of an insidious crossfire there within a larger coal scam case here? Isn't this audio leak clearly timed for political benefits right ahead of polls? All these questions, of course, answered or unanswered, but certainly something that lingers on. We have our guest panelists joining us. With us, Dr. Nikhil Prasun, BJP spokesperson West Bengal, Riju Datta joining us, TMC spokesperson. Let me start with Riju. Riju, here are some really serious allegations of a large nexus involving Mamata Banerjee's nephew Abhishek Banerjee, extortion racket worth 900 crores. These are the allegations that have been made in these audio clips. Now, you say that it's yet to be verified, internal investigation is underway, but I'd like to ask you first, what's your takeaway from these audio tapes and what's your response to that?
Nabila, before answering your direct question, I just want to make a statement that I, on behalf of the entire TMC family and every resident of this country, we want to offer our heartfelt and deepest condolences to the family of the martyrs who have given their life for the nation in the line of duty. Now, coming back, and I also want to add that somebody needs to be responsible for this act and somebody needs to resign for this. Now, coming to your direct question,
right.
See, these tapes have surfaced, right? Now, there is no verification, no authentication, and no credibility of these tapes. Now, it is not a coincidence. Bengal, the third phase of the Bengal polls are 2 days away. Now, BJP, as per our internal report, has lost the first 2 phases, so they're desperate to try to do
Right,
something.
Riju, we'll get to the timing of the tapes. We'll get to the timing of the tapes. I'll ask the BJP spokesperson on that, which is curious, undoubtedly. But you give us the contents of the tape, and which is directly accusing Abhishek Banerjee itself.
See, I will again say these are very, very cheap, shameless, dirty tricks of the BJP to malign somebody. They are doing it with Mr. Stalin also, as you can see. And there is BJP is losing elections. They have lost the first 2 phases in Bengal.
So are you saying that these tapes are doctored? You claim that these tapes are doctored?
It is a cheap ploy by BJP to distract the people of Bengal from their pertinent issues, somehow to gain some political mileage because they are politically defeated and they are desperate to try something new.
Then in that case, TMC is right now on overdrive, hitting back at all the allegations made by the BJP. Why don't you go straight up and file a complaint against this? Why don't you investigate it and take it up formally, just to set an example if you're so transparent?
No, because Nabila, as our national spokespersons have said, that it is even below our dignity to comment on that. Because we need to address the issue, we have come on the channels. But why, if 2 people are talking something rubbish on a videotape and some fellow who himself is implicated in Sharoda and Naroda scams have now been cleansed in the BJP washing machine doing a press conference, why do we need to glorify that?
You call this below your dignity, but the fact of the matter is the CBI, the ED is currently investigating a large mining scam that they are currently probing into. At a time like that, when these audio clips come out, don't you think it's only fitting for you to actually investigate and not call it below your dignity? You're trying to trivialize this?
No, I've just got 2 pertinent questions. There is a coal scam. The machineries are investigating it. They should investigate. But I have 2 basic questions. The coal scam, coal is being stolen from the coal mines illegally. That's the case. Now, the coal mine is under the ECL. The mines are protected by CRPF. They're all central government agencies. Why the CBI, instead of sending notices to all the top opposition leaders, not send a single summon to the ECL chairman and to the DG CRPF? Can please anybody answer me this? because the coal is stolen from there, which is a central government authority, and central
So
government...
amid a coal scam, we get your point, but there are serious allegations, which is what the central agencies are probing. Amid a coal scam, here's a tape accusing Abhishek Banerjee of almost extorting 900 crore rupees. That's the kind of extortion ring that he's running under the nose of Mamata Banerjee. And these are serious allegations. Considering that you're so charged with your campaign, you're right now leveling up to the BJP's high-octane campaign, tit for tat and on every level, why not here? All right, I'm going to come back to Riju there. Why don't I go to our BJP spokesperson here, Nikhil Prasoon, if you can tell us the timing of these tapes. First of all, what do you think about these allegations here? Who do you think has leaked these tapes? Don't you think the timing of it is very suspicious, 2 days ahead of third phase of polling?
Namaskar. First of all, I would also like to join the Honorable Prime Minister and the whole nation in expressing my condolences to the families of the martyrs who have laid down their life in the line of duty in Chhattisgarh. Now, coming to this point, now this is not only the worst example of institutionalization of corruption that has been going on for last almost a decade. I think this also indicates the deep rot that has become emblematic of the character of TMC and the government of the day of West Bengal. I think the way the highest leadership of Trinamool remains silent throughout indicates some kind of a connivance to the sin that was going on. And it is one of the worst examples of institutionalization of corruption. Now, it reminds me of the fodder scam of Bihar because of the wider nexus that involved so many police officials, so many people on the nakas and toll, and there was embezzlement of fund to the tune of crores. I don't think it's going to be that of the amount has to be in thousands and thousands of crores. It's not an amount that would remain restricted to 900 crores. Now the abandoned coal fields, the coal being taken, they carried through almost 100 trucks per day, and the coal was sold to, across the country, and each and every almost 1.68 crore worth rupees of profit was being made by this individual called Lala, and there was substantial amount that was handed over to the higher-ups in TMC. So apart from the tape, this is a case not only based on a frivolous tape or something. The FIR was launched in November 2020. There has been, thorough investigation by CBI and subsequently by ED. And these things have got, the monies getting transformed in London accounts, in Bangkok accounts.
Right. Dr. Nikhil, if you can tell me if this has a deeper nexus here and the magnitude of the crime is so large, are you really planning to use these audio tapes and the allegations here only for political reasons, or will you go forward a step ahead and actually act on it, file a complaint? You have the central agencies who are currently very efficient at this moment. Take their help, investigate into the matter, bring it out in public, or are you just going to milk this out until election?
Well, we would definitely be demanding of the central agencies to be expeditious enough in concluding the probe, because this
Will you file a formal complaint?
Well, we would request them, because it is up to the central agencies to go through each and every evidence that, they come across. And this tape
but the central agencies come next. Will you take it up with the police first file a formal complaint? But nonetheless, have you verified, the TMC says this is unverified. A formal press conference came out by the BJP. Do you believe that these are valid audio tapes? Do you know the source of it?
Well, the authenticity has to be documented by the investigating authorities, but they already have probably so much of evidence at their disposal that it can well be construed safely that higher ups in the TMC, they are, deeply involved in this rot that has been going on. And this particular thing was presided by the highest authority of TMC. Mind you, this is not something of a local kind of a scam that was going on. And, the cattle smuggling, the sand smuggling, all those things are interlinked. Huge amount of money was transferred to the higher ups from the districts, and it was protected under police protection. It was the local police was...
We understand. Allegations of corruption have been coming for... You've been making these allegations. Now, just around the time of the election, these audio tapes have come out. So what are you really going to do about it? And of course, Riju, you've got to have... answers to these questions. You can't trivialize this as just below your dignity to comment. Don't you think you're brushing aside the allegations that are serious enough to actually bring your government down here?
No, see, again, the viewers of esteemed channels like India Today and the people of Bengal are not fools. They know what is happening. And let me tell you, we can all agree on one point that these are nothing but allegations. But let me give you some facts. When we talk about scam, BJP is the definition of scam. And how in just 1 year, last 1 year, I will not go into the history, DHFL, PM Awas Yojana scam of 14,000 crores. Is the PM being investigated? Yugarappa land scam. Scania scam, where Nitin Gadkari ji is directly implicated. Is Nitin Gadkari ji suspended or is he investigated? See, the bottom line is, I can give you hundreds of examples where the opposition is being probed and poked right before the elections to, somehow arm twist them into submission. But let's talk about reality.
Let's not attach this case here with instances of the past. Let's literally, strictly look at this in isolation and look at the contents of this audio tape. It really makes some serious allegations to the tune of 900 crores, accusing Abhishek Banerjee of lapping up almost 35 lakhs a month at one point, all the way to 35 crores a month in today's day. So these are the kind of serious allegations when it comes to coal mining, cattle smuggling and whatnot. So do you have a justification to that, or are you just going to call this doctored? And is there any method of internal inquiry investigation that y'all have started? Is there anything that y'all have done to verify this audio?
Yes, the Bengal government is already doing a CID investigation into the coal scam. That is on the way, and I don't want to comment on an ongoing investigation. But like I said, these baseless allegations and
I'd like to ask you, would you repeat it again? Who's exactly investigating into it? Have you filed a formal complaint? Is there an internal officer? Anyone that you've deployed to investigate the matter?
The Bengal CID, not now, the Bengal CID, along with the Central Investigation Team, is also investigating this coal scam. We want to get to the bottom of it. But using it for political gain, just to malign somebody's character and get political mileage, is the lowest of low.
This is undoubtedly ammunition for the BJP, and why not, right? These are serious allegations. Are you satisfied with the Bengal government initiating an internal inquiry? Do you think that is satisfactory enough? Do you feel that this has begun? Have you checked on that?
I will only say that the law will take its own course and justice will prevail. So let's wait for that. Now, why BJP is doing all these dirty tricks? They could have said, instead of 900 crores, they could have said 90,000 crores. They could have taken 10 more names. How does it matter when you're saying a lie? When you have to lie, you can say anything.
Apart from the tapes, there are certain hard truths which we cannot afford to ignore at this point in time. For example, Vinay Mishra, who is Vinay? Now he's absconding now. His brother has been apprehended. And Vinay Mishra happened to be the vice president of this youth wing called Yuva, and later on he became general secretary of Trinamool Congress youth wing, official. And now he's absconding. His brother has been apprehended. Now this Ashok Mishra, who happens to be an IC of Bankura, who was the main player, in all these things, he has also been incarcerated. He's being investigated. How can they afford to deny the link of Vinay Mishra with the higher ups in TMC? Why is he absconding? If he does not have anything to, conceal, why is he running away from the law? So these things have to be, and this person, this
but
Lala...
Don't you think a party as big as the BJP, which is in the central government today, a party like that really paying heed to allegations made by the coal mining accused aides? These are already corrupt people who've been already arrested, and their close aides are leaking an audio tape that implicates the present government. Do you really consider it to be valid?
Even if you don't consider, take note of this particular audio tape, there are certain hard evidences. For example, bank transfers in London, bank transfers in Bangkok. Apart from the fact that involvement of Vinay Mishra, this person Lala, now he has got immunity till 6th of April from Supreme Court. After that, one does not know how the things are going to go. So we have got, in the newspapers, it has been reported that there are so many hard evidences which no agency can afford to ignore. And this tape happens to be a series of those evidences. Even if it is considered to be frivolous, there's so much of ground that are required to be, taken note of.
We get it. Riju Datta, a quick word, as I barely have some time left. If you can give me your move right now, don't you think it is now your responsibility to clear off these allegations with immediate effect, considering we're just round the corner, phase 3 elections in West Bengal, and it's mandatory for you to do that instead of actually brushing it off, trivializing it?
No, see, we will leave it to the people of the Bengal to decide what are the hard facts, and our government is riding on what we have done for the people rather than lies, mind tricks and jumlas. So let law take its own course, and then eventually justice will prevail. There's no point in delving into these cheap mind tricks of the BJP. They can do whatever they want. They are lying, so they can lie even more.
But it's very unlike of the TMC for not actually commenting on the details of the audio tape, considering that y'all are so, you really break down every little allegation to respond point by point. Here, surprisingly, the TMC isn't really touching the topic too much. You are saying it's a trivial issue. You're internally investigating into the matter. BJP, of course, now looking at serious action being taken against the accused. But on both ends, I don't see either the TMC or the BJP taking a concrete step to actually file a complaint and initiate an investigation into the matter here. Thank you very much. However, we're hoping that if you have started off an internal inquiry there, let's hope you come clean on that. Thank you, Riju. Thank you, Nikhil, for joining us with those details. 2 days just to go for the third phase of West Bengal polls, and here are allegations flying thick and fast with these new audio tapes now surfacing, accusing Abhishek Banerjee, Mamata's nephew, of corruption to the tune, extortion to the tune of 900 crores. Now, the TMC says these are false allegations, doctored tapes. We're going to see what happens and how it pans out. Thank you for watching.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.